Colin Pudsey is the founder of SilVR Adventures, and aged care resident Lois Groves joins us now as well. Good morning to you both. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll get to you, Lois. You look busy at the moment, so we'll get to you in a second. But Colin, this is amazing. How does it work, and what kind of experiences can residents have?
Hi Tom, hi Sylvia. So our purpose is about improving the lives of older adults, and the way that we do that is through virtual reality. We basically provide everything a care home would need, like Glengallen Aged Care, to be able to do this internally themselves. That's access to a huge library of content, and essentially what we want to do is bring the world to care recipients, and that helps stimulate a lot of memories and bring a lot of joy, and then ultimately drive a lot of social engagement among the residents and the carers and the family members, and really help nurture those relationships.
Lois, I understand that you and your late husband used to travel a lot together, so have you been able to relive some of those memories through this experience? What's it been like for you?
Well, it's been rather boring for the past few years. I haven't done much because he died over a year ago. But when I first started traveling, I went to Europe with my sister, and we traveled through France, Italy, Germany, all those places together, and England. And then we came back again, and years later, when I was married, we had a chance to go overseas again. And the first place we had was Rice Morton in England. And so we went to England, and then we went to Scotland for our first wedding anniversary. Then we went down to Wales for Easter time. Then at other times we went to Amsterdam and Florence, and finally to Florence. And then we went over to Italy. And so we've had a beautiful, beautiful 3 years together there that time.
So much. So tell us, when you've got the goggles on, Lois, how does it feel for you to be reliving some of these moments?
It was wonderful. It was absolutely wonderful. I think about what it was to have the goggles on, and it's absolutely going back and seeing those places and going out and reaching out, and you can't touch them, but they're there, and it's a wonderful feeling for me.
Oh, that is so nice. So, Colin, obviously, you know, helps people relive the memories, but can it also help them physically?
Yes, well, I mean, a huge part of what we do is improving mental health, doing things like trying to reduce feelings of isolation and loneliness, even feelings of anxiety and depression. And this can be really closely linked to physical health also. Even things like how the residents will come down to a community room to come out of their rooms and down to that communal area, how they move around when they have their VR headsets on. All of this really plays to more healthier ageing.
It's just great escapism, isn't it? And, you know, those feelings of isolation that you touch on, they've been compounded through the pandemic, of course, with, you know, enduring lockdowns, especially in aged care homes. That relates also to people with disabilities as well. How have you been able to work in that area?
Well, our core focus has always been with older adults, but with aged care and disability care having quite a lot of crossover, we've got customers all around the country now, and a lot of those organisations have areas of their business that also support people living with disabilities, and they've seen great value using the same solution, and being able to, like I say, drive a lot of social engagement, bring a lot of joy to people, and most importantly, make the experiences very meaningful, and to do that in a shared experience within a group format also.
Lois, if I can just ask you quickly before we let you go, is there one place that you really want to see with your goggles on that you haven't been to yet?
The fountain, the Taj Mahal is the one place I want to go back to if ever. I want to go back and see all of that in complete isolation, just me and the people around me.
Well, Colin is going to make that happen. We'll make sure he does. Don't you worry. You can do that, can't you, Colin?
Absolutely.
There you go.
No problem at all.
Your wish is his command.
All right, thanks so much, Colin. Thank you so much, Lois, for sharing your stories of your travels there with your late partner. That was so nice.
So sweet.
Yeah, for more information, you can head to silveradventures.com.au. And still ahead on the show, the AFL...